from Kaduna. Welcome, Felicia. So welcome everyone. Kunle Olatibosu, Nancy Peters, Tessie, Emnak, I don't Chipo Sumpande, Stephanie. So let's get to introduce ourselves in the chat room. Please, quickly, let's get that done so we can start. I want us to start at exactly 5:10 because I know our speaker is ready. Is ready to take us through this money journey. I know money is a very very important aspect of our lives, right? And it's not just about making money. We should also build knowledge and know how to manage, grow, invest. Our money, to put our money to work for us. And that's why I decided to bring upon your personal finance girl to share her knowledge and expertise with us as being a personal finance expert and coach, training people on money matters and all that. So Kunle, I'm joining from Lagos. Welcome, Kunle. What do you do, Kunle? I'm Tessie, a Desiree Review. I'm a HR professional, newbie, joining from Lagos. Hi, Tessie. Hello, I'm Nancy Peters, HR professional. I'm joining from Lagos, Nigeria. Okay, so we have people from Lagos, someone from Kaduna, and someone all the way from Zambia, joining us for today's session, right? So please, as I said, if you know people that you want them to learn, because no knowledge, right, is a weight. I love learning. So if you know people that you feel that that this session will really add value to them, please share the link with them and also go to the community and share. Hi everyone, we started, or this class is live because once it's 5:10, I'm going to hand the floor over to our speaker. I'll just introduce her and then she'll just start running. Hi, I'm Stephanie, joining from Lagos, Nigeria. Stephanie, the HR professional. Okay, I have my HR people here with me. That's nice. That's nice. Okay, Cecilia's iPhone. Please introduce yourself. I'm sure Cecilia's iPhone is not your name, so let's get to meet you and know who is here with us. Okay. Okay, so what are your expectations from today's session? Just drop in the comment section. I want to know what are your expectations. So our speaker, she's already here. So she will also be reading your comments in the chat room. What are your expectations from today's session? What are you looking out to get from today's session? What are you looking out to get from today's session? Cecilia joining from Lusaka, Zambia. Wow. Welcome, Cecilia. Hi, Zambia this evening. So I said, let's share in the comment section, what do we hope to get? What are we looking out to get out of today's session? What are your expectations? You can drop it in the chat room and we'll be reading it out. I'll read it out. I'm sure we all came here with different things in our minds, right? Some of us are looking to know how to save, some how to invest, or some how to, budget better. What exactly are you looking out for from today's session? Okay, Elijah said my expectation is to know how to spend my money wisely. I love that, Elijah. So knowing how to spend your money wisely, because I'm sure a lot of most people's challenge is that not like I see they don't earn, they earn, but most times they can't really account for where their money is going to. And that's part of what we're going to be learning today: how to account for every income, every money that comes into your account, into your pocket, how to account for every single one of them. Stephanie said easy investment option, budgeting and savings. Great. Because since we just want to know how to easy ways to invest, to learn how to plan financially for a business startup. Great. How do you plan in terms of financing a new business. I'm looking forward to enhancing my financial strength. Great. So this is 5:10 already. I said I'm not going to wait for anybody. I'm going to go right into it. So I'm going to first off try to introduce. Okay. So as you join in, please just introduce yourself. As you join in, please introduce yourself in the chat room so we get to meet you and know who you are. So for people joining, um, for those joining this session for the first time, you're wondering who is this lady speaking to you, right? Let me introduce myself to you. My name is Chijogwa Gochaikina. I said earlier, I am the convener of the Thriving Employee Hub, and Thriving Employee Bootcamp is a community dedicated to helping professionals grow in their career, helping them ace their job interviews, helping them, giving them helping them gain emotional and financial satisfaction, all round satisfaction in all areas of life, when it comes to their career. Because I've come to realize that every aspect of your life affects your career. You have to be whole in every aspect in every aspect of your life for you to be able to thrive in your career. I'm a senior HR professional, a talent manager, and a career coach. I have over a decade of experience as a recruiter across various industries. In the course of my career, I have managed over 5,000 employees at one of Africa's largest QSR brand. I've also led human resources at the largest retail mass food chain here in Nigeria. I hold the SPHR certification from HRCI USA, and I'm also an award recipient of the Emerging HR Leader Award. I currently sit as co-vice president of the Teen Mentoring and Counseling Committee of AHRP, is a community of HR experts here in Nigeria, and I've helped over 200 people land their dream jobs and counting. So the goal and the mission is to help thousands of individuals land their dream jobs, grow in their career, and age their career. So, joining me today, and we are honored to have a facilitator with us today. Her name is Oluchukwu Chiadika. She's the founder of Your Personal Finance Girl, which is a platform built to help people make smarter money moves and achieve financial security. With over 7 years of experience teaching with over 7 years of experience of teaching personal finance, she has helped thousands of people take control of their money with simple and practical steps that actually work. She's also a marketing guru and an active part of one of Nigeria's top fintech startups, where she focuses on building a strong community of loyal brand advocates. Beyond finance, Ojukwu has a knack for spotting profitable business ideas and enjoys brainstorming with fellow entrepreneurs to turn ideas into real income. She has spoken at over 150 events, including over 20 universities, and has been featured on Arise TV, Smooth FM, and other major media platforms. Her work in financial education and business growth has earned her a two-time nomination for the CEO Network Award. As a serial entrepreneur, Ojukwu runs multiple businesses and stays committed to helping people build wealth, whether through better financial habits or smarter business decisions. She's all about personal finance easy to understand and even easier to apply. In essence, Oluchukwu Chiadika is not just about changing lives, she's contributing her share to the global transformation we all aspire to see. So join me everyone. So I'm going to drop her the link to her social media platform in the chat room so you can connect with her, either on LinkedIn or on Instagram. So join me as we welcome Oluchukwu Chiadika to the platform. Oluchukwu, are you here? think I can see you. Right? Yeah, I can see you.
You can see me now, right?
Okay. Okay. So thank you. Please let's give her a round of applause. Yeah, let's welcome her. Let's see your welcome emoji, your clap, you know, the
Hello,
chat room.
everyone.
Yes, yes, yes,
Good
yes, yes, yes.
evening. Oh, thank you so much for the warm welcome. Please confirm that I'm audible. Let me be sure that I am very audible.
Okay, so please, everyone, mute. Let me mute. Oh, no, actually, I'm going to mute. So please just unmute yourself and continue. Thank you. Actually, please unmute yourself. I can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Oh, okay, you did the general
Yeah.
mute. Okay, I didn't notice. Okay, so good evening, everyone. So glad to be here. Super happy. Thank you so much for that warm welcome. And yeah, the chat is actually buzzing. So yeah, thank you, everyone. I want everybody in this room to stay to the end, to the very end, because there's so much you're going to be picking up today that you should be able to implement. And I would ask if my slides are. Uh-oh. This is not okay. So let me be sure that you can see my slide. Okay, please confirm. Okay, I just updated my OS. I hope it's showing the right thing. Either ways, yeah. Good evening, and please confirm you can see my slide. I'm not seeing the chat anymore, so let me check.
Yeah, I can see your slide.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And yeah, today's session is going to be very short. I don't like plenty talk, but I'm just going to try and ensure that at the end of this session, you're going to be getting the most value that you probably will get from these sorts of conversations. And I'll do well to try and answer as many questions as possible that would probably or should probably spring up along the way. So today's session is supposed to be around financial planning, what strategy you're supposed to use for 2025, how to do better with your money. And the beautiful thing about today's session is that it is right on time. Like this is like the perfect time to talk about what you should be doing with your money and how you can actually get better with your money or from wherever you are, right? So it's going to be how you can be earning more, saving more, investing more in a very short period. So welcome and thank you so much for having me. So at the end of this session, one thing that I'm very sure for the next 30 to 45 minutes is that you would have the knowledge and tools to ensure that you're making smarter money decisions and you will be able to position yourself confidently to win in 2025 and also know where to start from in what's it called? Oh, okay, I put one out here, sorry. You also know where to start from when it comes to like, okay, what should I do once my salary comes in? And I want everyone that is here to please ensure that you're in a quiet place. You probably have your AirPods or headsets, and you have a note and a notepad and a pen because you might be able to take down a few things. And trust me, if you take down stuff and you come back to it later after this class, it is going to be very, very valuable to you. And most importantly, I want you to take note of your questions as well. You can probably put them in the chat so you do not forget, but I'm going to ensure to answer every single question by the end of today's, at the end of my talk. And there was already a bio about me, like that was like all encompassing. But I would love to tell you about myself and why you should listen to me to the end, or why you should even just give me like 30 minutes of your time, right? So fun fact is, I love this fun fact, is that I started making money when I was in primary school, in primary 4 to be precise, right? And what exactly prompted this entrepreneurial spirit was that I saw that, okay, one thing, first things first, there was a need and I had a need. I had a need and I wanted to solve it without asking for more help from home. And how was I able to do that? I decided to save some money my allowance that was coming in, which was not enough for me to get all of the snacks that I needed part-time, and decided to go and get more from the street afterwards, after mine. And I took it to school, and that was how my business started. And this was more or less like the beginning of my journey to what's it called, it self-realization, to understanding things that I liked, things that I did not like, things that I wanted, and things that I did not want. And I really love to always talk about how it's important for us to try out things, right? It's not just even about money or personal finance. Try out different things. You would see that there's some things that you'd really you think you like, and then when you do them, you realize that it's as if I don't exactly like this thing. But most of the time, because we're stuck in the decision-making paralysis process, we end up not making a lot of decisions just from, oh, I think, right? So personally, I have been very, very naturally inclined to saving money. Whenever I'm thinking about money, now that I've been doing a lot of personal finance, I'm teaching myself how to spend money, right? Because when you want to give me money, so in case people are thinking about giving me money right now, please give me money because I am going to save the money. But now I'm learning how to reduce that, because the life is meant to you're supposed to have some sort of balance. Why balance is not entirely doable, but there should be a very high probability of you having a balance. And one of the reasons why there is your personal finance girl, why I started my company that teaches people about personal finance, was because I experienced like a very, very huge major setback. Right. I'm going to tell you the story as time goes on. And one thing, aside that, I actually realized that people were always coming to me to come and ask for one thing or the other, one question. Oh, should I save it? Should I invest it? What should I buy? Oh, I saw you talked about this thing the other day. What should I do? And I kept on helping family and friends to get better with their finances. And it dawned on me like, okay, there's something that I am doing very, very right, that these people are seeing that I have not taken note of. And this is why I said, try out different things, try out new things, because when I noticed that, I eventually went for a training. From doing the training to three years later, right, YPFG was founded. So it wasn't something that I just did just like that. It took me time to get there, right? And the beautiful thing about my journey so far is, after my major setback, I started my investing journey yet again with 5,000 naira. Why? Because I wanted to start small, because I wanted to learn on the investing journey. I didn't want to just go all in without understanding what I was doing with myself, right? And most importantly, I have been investing for well over 7 years, about almost 8 years now. And I have different sorts of investment asset classes, from things that you can see and touch. Did you guys give me an example of things that you can see and touch? Because it seems like I've been talking a lot, and I can't exactly see the charts. I don't know. So what are those things that you can see? What are those things that you can see? I'm looking at the chat now. There are a lot of us here, so I'm expecting actual responses from people that are listening, right? So when you talk about things that you invest in and things that you can see, I want you to give me examples. What are those things that you can see in the chat? You can touch. Land. Thank you so much, Chidebere. You're literally the most active person here right now. Aside land, what else? Now you people are talking. So you people wanted me to call somebody's name first. Houses, real estate. Okay, for mutual funds, you can't see mutual funds, but those are the ones that you cannot see. So I invest in both things that you can see and those things that you cannot see, right? So I have different sorts of investment, and the journey I started with just 5,000 naira has grown into 8 figures. So this is yet another question, because I want to be sure that people are following me. I don't talk to myself in this particular session. So when you're saying 8 figures, can somebody write 8 zeros so that somebody can have context to what I'm saying? Yeah, palm oil, beautiful. 8 zeros. Somebody should write 8 zeros in the chat. I want you to have context to what I'm talking about. So you can see how much the money has grown from just 5,000 naira and how long it has taken this money to grow. So in case you're thinking that, oh, when I start managing my money tomorrow, the money will just have like a straight, what's it called, a smooth road. It takes time and it takes consistency, but you would eventually hit those targets that you have for yourself. So now I'm very, very focused on building wealth for myself. And I ensure that I have different asset classes. I have things that would make my life easier, things that would ensure that at the end of the day, I'm earning money without working. That is where I'm at my current journey. So today we're going to be talking about these 5 things very quickly. Don't worry, it's not going to take a lot of your time. And the first thing is the 3-part strategy for your personal finance in 2025, how you can actually start looking at ways to earn more money, and the way you can manage your money better, thereby actually stopping or letting go of those things that are dripping or stealing your money without you taking note of, and actually start building wealth via investing smart. And most importantly, I'm going to be leaving you with an action plan that you will be implementing. You would what? You would be implementing. So this session is for you if you're a beginner, you want to improve, you are looking for financial security, you need tools that you can use, or you would just even need a direction. Okay, this is the road you should pass, start from here. And most importantly, you are committed to learning. I believe that everybody that is here is actually committed to learning. I just had to put it here again because I know that sometimes it doesn't seem like it, but yes, you are actually picking up the information that you need. And as soon as you're able to implement, you would be seeing the results that you crave and you really, really want. So why is it important for us to talk about financial planning? Why is it important for us to talk about how to build wealth or grow our money in the long run? See, the financial landscape currently is changing. It's ever evolving. It has happened in the past. It will happen in the future. And you don't want to be caught in the middle. And what are those things that are in the middle? Inflation, where you have job uncertainty, where there are so many well-building opportunities, but you cannot see it. This is why we're having this conversation today, so that you can be able to navigate through ever-changing times, right? And most importantly, the reason why we're having this conversation again is many people are working. You are working. For you to be here, first of all, you're even already working, right? But you're not seeing where that money is going to. I don't know if it was only me that experienced this in the past, but I do know that I've worked with a couple of clients who have been caught in the rat race. You know, you're working hard, you're getting a promotion, you're doing all the things that you're meant to be doing, but you're not seeing the progress. Well, this is because you don't exactly have a strategy. And it is inevitable. It is so important. It is non-negotiable that you have a very, very, very clear financial roadmap for yourself, because it's not just about it's being something that is not important. It is a necessity. In fact, I put it down on this slide that it is for survival. You need it to survive. You need it to be able to give yourself the dream life that you deserve, right? After all, why are you working? After all, why are you trying to make money? After all, why are you looking for a way to get a raise at the office? It's because you want more for yourself. And one way for you to give yourself more is by investing in your financial education. And this particular conversation is going to be that starting point that you did not know you've needed for a very, very long time. And one thing I always tell people, or one thing that we all see, is that if you don't control your money, guess what? The money will control you. And that's why a couple of people end up working for their landlord, end up working for their for their bosses, end up working for the Uber and all those cab hailing services, end up working for their family and friends only, because they do not have control of their money. And that is why the money will be doing anything it feels like doing, right? So now let's move on to the 3-step plan, or the 3-step strategy for 2025. Q2 is upon us, and you need to brace yourself. You need to be ready to attack. In fact, Sarah just even came in, so you really, really need to be ready to attack. And what is that? What are the 3-step strategy? Number 1, you need to earn more. What? You need to earn more. So How are you going to be increasing your income stream? Don't worry, I'm going to be sharing shortly. How exactly are you going to manage your money better? You need to cut waste and you need to control your spending. Most importantly, you need to invest smarter. So now for a lot of people, they'll be like, I don't understand those jargons that people say. I don't know what mutual fund, how to invest in real estate, how to calm down. It is one step at a time. For you to be able to invest smarter, you need to start from the basics. And today, we're going to be a lot of those basic things that you need to take note of before carrying your hard-earned money to go and invest, so you don't end up like me, right? So when you're thinking about wealth, when you're thinking about being comfortable, because one thing that we like to say in Nigeria is, I want to be comfortable. I want to be, when you think about being comfortable, it is not about how much you make. Actually, the real secret, the real source that nobody likes to talk about is that it's how you're able to keep and grow your money. So now let me just tell a quick story, right? Remember that I said I got bond previously, right? I don't know if people are following. Let me see my chart. I can't see my chart. Remember that I said that I got bonds previously, right? And I had to start my investing journey all over again. And I started with 5,000. Is 5,000 naira a lot of money? Let's be sincere. Is it a lot of money? It is money, it is useful. But is 5,000 naira a lot of money? Anybody? Use the chat. No, it's not a lot. But a lot of that was then. No, even then, it wasn't a lot of money. Let's be sincere, because the inflation rate for what 5,000 naira could do for you then and now, it's not like third million apart, right? So then it wasn't a lot of money, even though it was valuable compared to now that it's not as valuable. But we're talking about now, 5K is not a lot of money. For if you're thinking about building wealth, if you're thinking about upskilling, if you're thinking about being comfortable, there's just so much. 5,000 naira, which is barely $5. It's not even up to $5. That's around like $3.5, right? It's not even up to 3.5, it's like 3.2. It's not a lot of money if you want to be comfortable. So now let me tell you the story, right? So I started again with 5K, 5,000 naira. And the reason I started with 5,000 naira was because I wanted to reintroduce myself to this activity that I really liked, and this activity that has previously bound me, right? And if you're thinking about building wealth, you need to be able to start from where you are. That's what I'm trying to say. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to have all of the money in the world. Yesterday, I think I was talking about either you're using 5,000 naira or you're using 5 billion naira. You have to start from where you are. That is the real way to grow, guys. That is actually the real way to grow. So let's talk about earning more money, because I know that we already established that, okay, for majority, it's not a lot of money, but for a few people, then it was substantial, right? Let's talk about how we can earn more money. For you to be able to do anything, for you to be able to budget, save, invest, first things first, you need to be earning money, because you're not going to invest your saliva, you're not going to invest thin air, right? You need value, you need cash. So value could actually then not be only cash, but then you need value, right? So let me see, I'm going back to my slides on Thursday. Yeah. Earning more. Okay, this is the playbook. You need to earn more money, because I know that a lot of us knows, we all know that your salary alone will not build you wealth. Adding other income streams and being able to manage your money is what is going to give you wealth. So except you're like a C-suite director, and if we look at a company, when they have 5,000 staff, 5,000 employees, how many people are in the C-suite? It's barely up to 10%. It's like around like 5%. So there are only, I like to call it like outliers. There are outliers that would be able to survive only on their salary because of how much they earn and how far they've gone in their career. But for you see people like me, I'm still in like mid-level HOD part of my earning, and that's not a lot of money, to be honest, in Nigeria. And so there's always going to be, or there's that part where you have to consider having extra streams of income. So, and money actually flows to people who have skills, who bring value to the table. So when you're thinking about, what's it called? When they're thinking about promoting people at work, they don't just wake up one morning and promote the driver. Does the driver do a lot of work? Yes, he does. But it is not considered a lot of work compared to how somebody who was probably in mid-management is now being moved to team lead. So that person has skills. That person would probably have visibility. That person will probably be doing the things that management wants to see, and that person gets more money. The same thing happens to people that want to have like extra streams of income. You need to have skills, you need to have visibility, and you need to have people that are seeing this thing that are going to get it from you, right? So the sooner you upgrade your skills, the more money you are looking at earning, right? So how exactly can you upgrade your skills? One, very, very simple. Learn a high income skill. And the beautiful thing is you can do it on the job. Like throughout the month of March, I was watching videos on LinkedIn Learning. It didn't cost me extra money to do that, right? And guess what? By the time I am ready for you people, all those, is it 10 or 12 videos I watched? By the time I start implementing it, you cannot tell me that you will not give me money now. I've watched videos on, what's it called? What they call that thing? AI, video creation, content. I watched a lot of videos. I just really, really wanted to upgrade my current knowledge. By the time I'm ready to monetize that, I have backlogs to pull from. I have knowledge sitting idle inside my head. So is it learning how to make use of AI? I currently started a research for my company on how we can get AI influencers. I was having a conversation and the Uber guy was like, oh, please, can you teach me this thing? Guess what? Am I going to teach him for free? No, I will not do that for free because it took me hours of studying. Is it marketing? Is it sales? Is it closing? Is it editing? Is it just look for something that people need? Is it being a VA? It's something you can do with your current activities. You don't need to go out of the box of what you currently do to be able to implement most of these things, right? Or if you're someone that like, oh, I don't want to do skills. What is that product or service that you can sell? Or not even service, like I said, what is that product around you that you can sell? Are your colleagues always wearing high heels and complaining that, oh, they are tired of their legs paining them? Can you look at the shoes that they have and go and source if there's something that can be more comfortable and then sell it to them? You don't have to buy the product. You can just be a job shipper in the middle. Collect the price from the seller. You add your profit margin, sell to your colleague. You're solving that person's problem of having leg pain every day in the office. Is it that you want to sell clothes? Oh, you have a lot of moms around you and they're always confused about what their children should wear. You can actually get them something. What is that thing that you can feel that people need around you? For a start, test that idea to see if it is valuable. Offer it to people. Obviously, if I need something and you offer it to me, I'll give you the money now. Or you want to even be like some other people that be like, okay, I know how to knit. I know some people don't know how to knit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach them how to knit. And for me to teach you how to knit, you have to pay me. So you're not just using your time to teach these people, you're getting value for the service that you're giving. What's it called? I can remember during home economics, we were taught how to knit. They had to call somebody to come and teach us when I was in secondary school. So all of these things are things that you can sit, introspect, and see what can you do so you can earn more. You don't have to alter your current lifestyle to actually implement all of these things. So let's move. Next thing is managing money, right? A lot of people think that to manage money, you need to know maths, you need to know all the formulas in the whole wide world. Let me break it to you. I don't like maths. I do not like maths. For someone who has been talking about money for the past 8 years, I still don't like maths, but I like money. So since I like money, I ensure that I remove all of the breakages, all of the hindrances that will make me not do this thing. Shebi is anything that will make me not do it, I will scrap it out. Right now, I mostly do plus and minus. And then for my budgeting template that I sell, the formulas are already there. All you have to do is just carry the number, put it inside, and you're good to go. So how exactly do you manage your money? First things first, aside knowing where your money goes to, when you want to track your money, you also need to understand where your income is, understand what your spending pattern is, and then draw up a plan that you're going to follow. So what's it called? I think on my IG page, okay, I haven't dragged it in. I wrote an article on how you as a Nigerian can budget. This is me being a Nigerian. I earn in Naira. I live in Lagos. I'm here with all of you people, right? How exactly you can make a budget for yourself, because that is the simplest and most effective way for you to be able to manage your money. You see this building wealth, saving, investing that you are looking out for. You start from managing your money. And another thing is being able to automate your finances. So I know that a lot of people want to save, want to invest, but every single day you want to come, press your phone, save it. Do you know the window within when your salary comes in? How about if you want to stick to saving? You decide that, oh, if my salary comes in between the 27th and the 30th, on the 30th or the 29th, there should be a debit that goes on to my savings account. You could be using a fintech, it could be Carrywise, it could be Piggyvest, it could be any fintech that you want to use, right? Tell them to remove the money directly from the accounts that you've linked through your card or through a direct debit. Once you give them the, what's it called, the authority to do that, you're good to go. Or let's say now you're like all those kind of people that say, oh, no, I don't want these people to have access to my account. On your app, on your banking platform there, you can literally put up a savings. In fact, I even did one today because I was tired of scheduling salaries. I've scheduled salaries for the next couple of months, pending for till the next review. What date do you want the money to be removed? What account do you want it to be paid to? Most fintechs, them, what's it called? I know of Piggyvest. There's an account number that you can send money directly into, right? Automate it. You don't have to sit down every day to do this thing by yourself, or you don't have to do it every month, because guess what? You get tired. Even me, I get tired, and I don't want to do it every time. So I just automate it, and the money should just be going by itself. And then you see all those things that are silently collecting your money. There's one that happened to me. It pains me. So I currently am subscribed to 3 different music platforms because I like music. I don't watch movies, so I don't have any movie subscription. And then I'm like, oh, I wanted to discontinue the one I was least impressed with, because that was the first one I was using. I went to the second one, I went to the third one. And I couldn't find how to discontinue this payment. And guess what? They've collected my money. The only way I'm going to get that money back is if I send email, and I am too lazy to send an email. But that money has gone. This is a subscription that I could have canceled. I should have sat down and canceled. There's a lot of things that you are doing that you can stop doing that would help you to save more money. And another thing is lifestyle inflation. A lot of people seem to overlook or fall into lifestyle inflation, whereby your salary gets increased today or you earn more money from your side hustle. Sharp, 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 sharp. All the 500K you just earned, you wipe it out. Fiam, next month, the same thing. The third month, the same thing. And you're wondering why you were earning 500,000 before, you're now earning 1 million and the money is not enough. It's because you've allowed lifestyle inflation to enter into or creep into you. So another thing about managing money that a lot of people forget to do is saving their money first before spending, because money would never be enough. Tell me why the richest men in the world are still looking for money. Why do these people that are on top 10 richest people in the world, why are they still looking for money? Because it is never going to be enough. So if you know you want to really build wealth though, you have to prioritize yourself. And one way to prioritize yourself is to ensure that before you start spending the money, you have saved. It is called pay yourself first. Not the other way around, that you spend the money and finish. You give mommy, give daddy, give sister, give friend, give uncle, give partner. And then when it's time to save, be like, I don't have any money to save. You don't need more money at the end of the day. Everybody actually just needs better money habits. I keep saying it because there's so much that you can do with what you currently have that you are not doing. There's so much. And it's when you've maxed out the capacity, okay, oh, true, this money is not enough. Then that is where the first step that we talked about, any more money now comes to play. right? And one thing that I love to talk about is investing, because I have my personal journey of losing money to investing and then now building all over again, right? So you need to be able to know when to invest your money. And investing your money does not only include investing in assets such as mutual funds, real estate, ETFs. No, there's also the part of investing in yourself. Can you buy a book that is going to teach you about how to manage your money better? Can you buy a book that is going to teach you about how to be a team player? Can you buy a book that is going to teach you about how to do better with your relationships, how to network so that you can maximize what your current network or net worth is supposed to be? Right? So a lot of people then now say, oh, I'm saving money, I'm saving money. And you're not only saving money for saving sake. You're not saving money because you're saving towards a particular goal. You're not saving money because you're saving towards your emergency fund. You're just saving money because you feel like saving money. See, as soon as you have hit your emergency fund, you are ready to start your investing journey. And if you continue saving aimlessly, inflation is going to eat your money. There are two major reasons everybody needs to save money. After those two reasons, the next thing you should be doing is investing. Number one reason is saving towards emergencies. And emergency is things that you cannot foresee. Your house rent is not an emergency. Your baby coming is not an emergency. Your school fees is not an emergency. These are things that you can save towards small. Your house rent in Nigeria, we do 12 months. Every year you pay your house rent. So share that house rent into 12 now. Stop stressing yourself. Every month, keep it aside into a high yield savings account. Let's talk about things like your school fees. You know the next cycle that you're supposed to pay a fee. Save that money towards that period. Not that when it is time to pay this bulk payment, you're running eta-sketa. Then for emergencies that you cannot plan for, I always use the example of a Sunday where I was trying to get into the house and the key broke into the doorknob. So we had to get like a carpenter who was going to help us take out the security door, then fix a new one. That was an emergency I didn't plan for. Another funny example I love to use is when, what if your pots, all the pots in your house just have hole and you want to cook and you cannot cook, right? That is something that nobody will plan for. You need to buy a new set of pots, right? So all of those kind of things are emergencies. But once you're done ticking out sinking funds, things that you can obviously plan towards, and then things that you cannot plan towards, you then move, for your emergency fund, you need to have 3 to 6 months worth of your expenses. So if every month you need to survive, what you need to survive is 100K, you need to have 300K to 600K in your emergency fund savings before you can move to investing. And once you're moving into investing, you need to invest in things that you understand. You need to take your time and invest in things that you understand, one, and things that suit your risk appetite. So I created a free investing checklist and that all you have to do is just answer 10 questions. And in those 10 questions, it will show you whether or not you're ready to invest, because you need to understand your risk appetite. You need to understand your, your understanding of the assets. You need to know whether you have your emergency fund and a few other things, right? And once you're done with that, if you have like 8/10 or 7/10, you're ready to start investing. Once you start investing, you want to invest in things that suit your goals, suit your risk appetite, and suit your current unique situation. And it could range from things from stocks, ETFs, real estate, mutual funds, bonds, so many options to pick from, right? And you only have to do it consistently. Like I said, I started with 5,000. 5,000 naira in every 5,000 naira every day. 5,000 every month for 5 years will give you around 300K. And if you do that consistently, you're going to be having, in another 10 years, I think you should have over 1 million from just 300,000, right? So consistency is your plan, is your secret sauce. I like to talk about secret sauces, right? And when should I start? The best time to start investing was yesterday, obviously. But the next best time is now, today, right now, not tomorrow, not next week, not next year, today. And if your money is not working while you sleep, guys, hey God, you're leaving a lot on the table. Because I could remember when I started my investing journey, my only goal was that I really, really wanted my investment to I really, really wanted my investment to pay my bills. And then I started with my data bill because that was like what was sucking a lot of my money. I'm like, why exactly do I have to spend so much on internet just to stay online, just to entertain myself? And currently I have a particular investment that does, even now it has gone up to, it could actually sort out half of my monthly expenses. Trust me, I'm not going to stop. I'm not stopping anytime soon. And that is my money working while I sleep. This is not my business. This is not money this is not something I am doing actively. This is something that I have kept away and I've forgotten about it. So if your money is not working while you sleep, I'm sorry to tell you that you are going to work till forever. You will always have to work for money, and we don't want that, right? Now we've come to the close to the end of my talk, and this is me sharing an action plan with you, right? When we talked about earning, one thing you want to look at when you're thinking about earning is that you want to have an income goal. How much do you want to have, or how much do you want to be earning monthly? I actually just did this again, I think 2 days ago, because I'm like, my business is not giving me enough. It's not giving me enough. I want to increase my income monthly from one of my businesses by times 10. And I've gone to the drawing board and I've already started planning and I know how to hit it. How much do you want to earn monthly? Mind you, I have a 9 to 5 and I have a goal as to how much I should be earning from by the end of the year from my 9 to 5. So you want to set an income goal. Is it your current income? Is it times 2? Is it by 50%? Is it by 150%? Please write it down. And then what is that one thing that you know that you can do away with that is not going to entirely disrupt your standard of living or what you do today? And it's taking a lot of your money away. One of them is my subscription. I'm going to find a way. Sorry, excuse me. One of them is the subscription I'm going to find a way to cancel. That is for me. Look within yourself. Is it that shawarma you buy every day? Is it that Greek yogurt or that parfait that you buy every other day? That money, can it go into your investment portfolio and start building? Is it 5,000 naira that you want to start with? Is it 10,000? Is it 100,000? Is it 500,000? You want to cut away one habit that is going to replace and you're going to replace that amount to your building wealth strategy, and then start investing in what you have. I think I've reiterated this over and over again. In fact, in Nigeria, you can start with 1,000 naira. There are so many is it banks, so many companies that are listed on the stock market that would cost you less than 1,000 naira to own a share of, and you can have as many units as possible, right? I love to say that small consistent step would always lead to financial wins. If someone had told me that I was going to be doing 8 figures by now, I would have said it's a lie because I started so little. I didn't start with a lot of money, but I am your testament that you can start with whatever you have and grow over time. And I already said I was going to also share tools and resources that you can use to ensure that you are making the most. One of them would be ensuring that you are informed, right? Don't just stay and be wondering, why is it red on the, when time they're doing news, what's that red thing that is to pass? What's that green thing that is to pass? Try to make it a habit of yours to learn more about money management, learn more about your current country's economy and how you can benefit from it. Another thing that you can do to get better, to start this your journey, is to ensure that you have guides, templates, checklists. I already mentioned one of them you can easily download. It's on link in my bio on Instagram. It's absolutely free. This checklist is going to help you to start your investing journey. So what exactly are you? What is stopping you? Right? What are those guides? What are those articles that you can read? What you can actually just go on Google to ask these questions, and you're going to find some of these things. You even have a career coach that is even helping you with financial knowledge. You can see how valuable that this community is to you already. And that now leads us to you being in communities, right? Communities of people that have the same goal as you. I'm sure one of the communities in the career bootcamp would be that you people want to be the best version of yourself and ensure that you're getting the best value for your time, like the best amount for your time. And those kind of support group, those kind of communities is what you need, because somebody might have an opportunity that's going to benefit you. And if you do not ask, if you do not communicate, that person is obviously not going to be sharing it with you, right? And also, You can also join money communities, right? I have a free personal finance. That is, I think I should not even say that, because this finance community helps you to just get information about money management. You're definitely going to find somebody that is doing something that you want to achieve, and you guys can tag along together, right? So there's so many free information, but we all know that if you do not take action, that transformation that you really, really genuinely want is not going to come. It is not going to come, guys. So I'm going to share with you another free guide, something that aligns very well with sorry about the background. Something that aligns very well with what we've spoken about today, how exactly you can be making smart money moves. So I've put these steps into a very simple guide. It's an ebook, absolutely free. You can download it for yourself. Or if you're like, oh no, I want a challenge, I want something that is hands-on, you can also reach out to me for a 21 days financial challenge that is going to help you to get better with your money in the long run. So I don't know if anybody has questions. I've said a lot of things. I've given you resources that you can lash onto from myself for free, from the internet for free. And the next thing would be you taking action, right? I can speak from now to tomorrow. And if you do not take action, guess what's going to happen? Nothing. Yes, that is what's going to happen. Nothing. So I do hope that that transformation that you want, you are taking it into account, and you're taking that you want those steps that you really want to see. You're moving one step at a time. So I don't know if anybody has any question. It could be about investing, saving, budgeting. Do let me know, and I'm very happy to answer.
Thank you very much, Oluchukwu, for that wonderful session. Can you hear me? For that wonderful session, guys. Please, I want to see your reactions in the comments, in the chat room, your emojis, a round of applause. How was it for you? I do really appreciate what's going on. Can you see me? My video is on. I'm wondering whether people can see me.
Hold on, let me see. I can't see you. Your video is not on my end. I don't know if anybody else can see you.
Why is not coming up? It's not coming up. Okay, let's just continue. We can stop sharing. So thank you very much for your time today. I do appreciate, you. What's the issue? I don't know why my video is not coming up anymore. I can't see myself. I
Yeah, it's
can't.
not showing. It's blank.
Yeah, it's blank. I can't see myself. It's blank. Okay. Okay. Let's just continue. So thank you very much. So, guys, if you have questions, right, let's start asking. As she said, right, it's important for you to start from where you are. A lot of us have that notion in our mind. Oh, let me wait till I start earning. Maybe I earning 100,000 now, for example. Say, oh, let me wait. Maybe when I start earning 500K, I'll start saving. The truth is that you will not start saving anything. It's from the little one that you start doing. That's when you build the habit. It's a habit. Saving and investing is a habit, right? So you need to build that habit by by learning how to save, by starting small from where you are. Last year, right? I started taking my investment journey serious last year. I started buying stocks, small. It wasn't small. It wasn't much. Maybe this month I'll spend 30K buying some stock. This month I'll spend 40K buying some stock. And how Nigerian stock is, some are, some can be as low as 10 naira, some can be as high as 200 naira, 1,000 naira, depending on on the stock you're trying to purchase, right? And all that. So last year, I was very, very intentional about, about about my saving, right? I was no about my investing. I don't know why my video is not coming up. Sorry, can you see me? Let me just know and be clear.
No, for now, no.
For now, no. And I'm trying so hard. Okay. I don't know when it comes up. So as I said, starting my investment journey last year, right, with the little resources that I had, I was just trying to making that intentional commitment. Spend 30K year, spend 50K year, over time buying different stock. So yesterday, right, I just sent. So I was able to get a contact of a stockbroker, and I sent my stock statements to him. And first thing he said, like, wow, this is a well diversified portfolio. As in my mind, I was like, hey, Oshe, I was happy with myself, that least with my small knowledge, I've been able to, diversify my investments right across different platforms. So he then advised me to sell one stock and buy another one. The amount that I got for that stock that I sold, I was shocked. Like, cause I know that I did not spend up to, I didn't spend so much, right, trying to buy that stock. But as I sold it to buy, like I sold it, he advised me to sell it to buy another stock that was bound to gain more. As I saw the amount that I got back, I was shocked. And this is something that I started doing last year. The amount I got back was in six figures, right? And I was so excited, like wow, like it was like a booster. This thing, if I had started doing it since, how much more, how much would I have gotten? But regardless, as our speaker said, right, you start from where you are and you build your journey from there. So I'm looking for questions that if you have questions, maybe guidance. Okay, so okay, Elijah. Okay, sorry. Okay, yes. So Michael, you can reach out to Oluchukwu. I dropped the links to her Instagram, right, earlier. You can reach out to her. She gives financial advice, right, on different stocks to get when or different investment platforms to make use of, or different investment options that you can have. Or I'm sure you can just maybe private chat her now and establish contact with her. She can offer such services. Um, Elijah's asking the situation where you invest money and it didn't plan out well, what can we do? Or can you see here your personal
Yes,
finance?
I'm here. I'm
Okay,
here.
so
Okay.
Elijah is asking the situation where you invest money and it didn't pan out well, what can we do?
Okay. Okay. So very, very simple, right? I didn't want to take too much time. I would have told my story about how one of the reasons I really started Your Personal Finance Girl was because I got burnt. Why? I invested without understanding. This was in 2015. I carried all my life savings. This is why I talked about that checklist, because this is something you also want to take note of, that you're not using all the money you have in the world to invest in one particular thing, right? So what then happened was I was reading The Richest Man in Babylon a few months into me investing and saying, big investor, big girl. This was like 10 years ago. And that was when I realized from that book that, oh, I don't even understand what these people do. Oh, I've lost all my money. Oh, I think a week later I got the email, sorry, something, something, something. Either ways, that didn't pan out well, right? So institutions like that, when you see that it did not pan out well, you have two options. You either cry, 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 say, I'm never going to invest again. Or you pick yourself up, maybe you cry small and pick yourself up and look at where you made the mistake. What was the error that you probably made, right? What's the error you probably made, and how exactly can you stop that from happening next time? So are you supposed to, maybe like Michael has said, speak to a financial advisor before putting your hard-earned money into anything? Are you supposed to learn about that particular asset classes before you put your hard-earned money into it? You want to answer this question so that you are not making the same mistake the next time when you are picking yourself up to start your investing journey again. So most of the time, when we invest and it doesn't work out well, it's one of two things. We really did not understand what we're investing in. And yes, we really did not understand what we're investing in, because investing comes with its fair share of risk. Investing is risky. There's nothing that is not risky. If it was not risky, I don't think it would be called investing. Even all sorts of investment. Let's even talk about what's this thing called? The low risk one, mutual funds, they will say it that past performance does not guarantee future returns. This means that what happened in the past is not that it's the exact same thing that will happen. No, anything can happen. It can go up, it can go down, and that is absolutely fine. And that is why you need to have, like, I'm very big on knowledge. That's why you need to have like a fair share of knowledge before going ahead to do um any sort of investment. So please pick yourself up if you lost money to some sort of investing. Pick yourself up. Find out why you lost money. Was it high risk? Was it very volatile? Was it that you did not understand the terms and conditions? And when you know the reason why that worked how it worked, then you can make a more informed decision next time. Or save yourself the stress and just reach out to a professional to help out, or to, there are two options: to help out, one, or to teach you. So you're good. So yeah,
Okay, thank you very much.
mute the laptop. Like turn off the audio completely so that it doesn't affect.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, so while she's doing that, I think there's another question. Oh, okay, this is my question. Okay, oh, thank you. I'm looking for the next question. Okay, I don't think there's any other question.
There's no that question. So please, guys, let's drop our questions while we round up. So I'll just reshare her um the links are Instagram and LinkedIn. So people like Michael that want to reach out for advice and guidance, you can reach out to her. Okay. Ifeanyi Chukwu said the major problem we have in Nigeria is the so-called money managers are criminals. If your investment is increasing, the fund manager is making money from your investments, but as soon as your investments start losing money, it is your money and not the fund manager money. If I ego, I'm trying to understand.
It is, that's not a question. It's as if you've worked with fund managers, but no, that is not correct. And this is why I'm very big on education. I can as well just come and tell you, okay, come everybody, let us invest in ABC and BDC and DDE. But the truth of the matter is fund managers are doing this because they are meant to earn money from it. That is their work. That is why they went to school. It is where it is their bread, right? And you can't take it from them. Their job is to ensure that you are making money so that they can make money. Because if you're not making money, obviously, maybe after the contract, probably you sign a contract with them that they're going to manage your money for 3 or 5 years. If you look at it and they are not making money, it means that they're also cutting their journey short for the next 5 years. And like I said while I was answering the other question, investing comes with its fair share of risk. I I did an example yesterday in an Instagram live session that I had, that In 2020, when a lot of things were going down, guess what? A lot of things were going up. And it was only people that understood how the market worked that were able to what's it called, grab this opportunity. In fact, I saw a video from a man that said during the COVID, when everybody was on lockdown, he made $30 million. How did he make $30 million? Knowledge, information. This guy said he was busy translating Chinese news. Remember that COVID, most of the information that we were getting about it was from them. He was busy translating Chinese news and using the information he was getting to to trade in the stock market. That same stock market that was going down. Somebody was making $30 million is not small money. Even if it is 30 million naira, imagine making 30 million naira during COVID. You were reading the news that nobody else was paying attention to. So fund managers are meant to help you to manage your investment, but they're also going to earn from it because I think they do a percentile. If they're managing your money, they do percentile. If they're teaching you, they probably will just charge you a one-off fee or something like that. So if your money is losing money, it is not the fund managers. I won't say it's their fault because the economy is not even stable. Are you not in Nigeria? And is it not us that will go to market today? Tomato is 100 naira, tomorrow is 110 naira. By the fourth week is 150 naira, right? So I'm sure this is coming from a place of you've tasted it and you're really upset, but please try and understand so that even when you're going to go and meet them, or even if you don't want to meet them next time, you absolutely understand the dynamics, right?
Thank you very much. So Elijah is asking again, what of a situation where you are trying to save, but relatives are coming for financial help? How can you handle that, man?
Yeah.
That's black tax.
That's what we call black tax. I think I'm going to make a post or make another content on that because black tax is unfortunately in this part of the world inevitable. They're always gonna call you. They're always gonna come and meet you for help. How something, somebody, somewhere, please, Elijah, give us money. What me I do, because I love to give, personally, I love to give, is I have a budget. See, everybody stand on the queue. Not like I'm going to tell them stand on the queue, so you'll not bill me, but I have a budget in my budget that this is how much I'm going to spend on family, friends, relative. Once that money finishes, my dear, I will not hear anything you're saying because there's this saying that if it's only one rich man in the family that they have, or if there's only one rich man in the family, guess what? Everybody is poor. Even that rich man is poor because the weight and the load of taking care of your loved ones, you love them. There's nothing you can do. My mom will not come and meet me for money. I'll tell her I don't have. But I've now made it my point of duty that, yeah, oh, mommy, this is how much we are spending, or this is how much I can give you. Or once I send you money, typically what I do is, once I send you money, sorry, it are finished. There are times when they'll still come. So there's always that budget for them. Once that budget that you have for them has finished, please close shop. I'm in Nigeria. Close shop. Don't come and stress yourself. If not, that money you're supposed to be investing, guess what? You'll be using it to sort family and friends forever because it's never ending. In fact, some of them will be entitled to your money. That's the one I don't like.
Yeah. Yeah, true. So you need to, the essence is that, like that she said, you need to plan and budget, right? And when you've mapped out your budget, right, you know that you're mapping your budget. You share and set boundaries with those that feel entitled to your money, which you work very hard for. Okay, do we have further questions? Okay. Okay. So thank you very much, everyone, for staying to this point. Okay, Innocent's hand is raised. Sorry, Innocent, your hand is raised up. Do you want to ask a question? You can
Yeah,
unmute your mic and. Yeah,
can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes. Hello, Innocent, your hand are raised. Do you want to ask a question?
or mute. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Yes.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Thank you, Coach Chi. Thank you, Speaker. I want to just drop just a few contributions, then I'll ask my question. It is very exciting anytime I hear or come about or I hear about an investment lecture and how wise we are expected to, plan our money or our finance. But the truth is that just like everybody has asked their questions and the contributions the facilitator has also dropped, these monies are always not enough. Even if your salary increase or your income increase, if you can control your demand or you can control your taste, discipline yourself, you can actually save. And people also mistake saving in the bank, like your normal savings accounts, to the proper savings, like the facilitator has rightly said, all the investment vehicles and all that. So it is very important that we take this serious. I personally will say I have a couple of investment vehicles also I'm just doing now, but sometimes skeptical about a few. And this is why I want to also ask this question. So um, um, recently, I would say towards the end of last year, I had a few discussions with some people about land banking and try to know deeper, know more about it. And also the person that is even trying to make me go into land banking has also continuously been on my tail, and I'm about making up my mind to.
Okay, so for clarity, your question is, what's my take on land banking?
Yes, yes. Okay, can you hear me now? I think I lost audio for some minutes. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes,
Yes,
I
yes.
hear
Your
you.
take on land banking, how safe it is, considering the fact that many times some of this proper, or some of this land would be under acquisition, government acquisition, and they would have paraded a lot of documents in front of you to convince you to say some of this what's it called, the
Simple.
is in process and all that. So, from your experience and information, your knowledge on investment generally, I know you would have come across what land banking is, and I want to ask you to also guide me before making up my mind to go into that direction, because like I said, I have a couple of investment vehicles too, but they are making it very juicy, the land banking thing. So, what is your take on it?
Okay, so that's pretty what's it called? Straight to the front. To the front, because you've already answered the question in all honesty. If something is too good to be true, there's a very high probability that that thing is too good to be true, because there's that part of your instincts that never lies. So
Mm.
now the next thing would be, land banking is actually an investment style, right? And it's simply you buying land, holding it for a period, and then selling it off for a higher price, right? But before you can go ahead to engage in land banking, you need to do your due diligence. They will present to you papers. They will present to you, oh, we have C of O in progress. We have kinikon, kinikon. It is now left for you, as the person who wants to put their hard-earned money, to go back and ensure that you verify all of this information. You go to, if it's in Lagos State, go to the body that handles anything around landing. Ensure it's not government property. Ensure it is registered. Go to the community where they said the land is. Ensure that it was properly sold. Not like they're having family conflict. Then somebody in in the family now says, I will sell it off, and you go and buy the land. And Omolile will come 2 days later to claim it from you. So as I said, like, you pretty much already answered the question. Like, it's very simple, because if you're already having doubts about it, then please go ahead and do your due diligence. spend that extra 100, 200K to be sure that the 5 million or 20 million or 100 million you want to invest is not going to lose. Right? So it's actually a good, what's it called? It's actually a very good investment. What they call that thing? Investment opportunity, right? But you want to be sure that you're not pouring water into a basket or giving your money, your hard-earned money to a scam company. So that's pretty much it. And this same thing I just said applies to every single type of investment that you want to get yourself into. Whatever type of investment you want to get yourself, even if it is federal government bonds you want to go and buy, treasury bills, you want to be sure who you're buying it from or how you're buying it. You want to be sure you understand it to the T. So another thing you also want to do is go and read more about land banking. Look at what the basic concept is. If you understand that, they now move to verifying the company, verifying the properties, and you get yourself a lawyer to also back up whatever you're doing. There are people who do this research too for people. So you want to ensure that you're doing all of that. So I hope this helps you out, Innocent.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Innocent. So, in the absence of any other questions, I want to thank everyone, especially our speaker, Oluchukwu, for your time. I do appreciate you for casting out the time for your busy weekend to come and be with us this evening. And everyone that has stayed on the call to this time, I do appreciate you. Thank you very much for being here. If I said land banking. So in the long and short of it is for every investment you want to make, whether it's land banking or investing in stocks or shares, whether Nigerian or foreign, the most important thing is to gain knowledge, research, ask questions about it, try and find out more about it, whether it's something that you want to do, or do you have those the risk appetite for it. Some people they don't have a high risk appetite and they'll not carry their money and put in, a high risk investment. Then later, when something happens, they will have high blood pressure. But when you know that
Yeah.
that you have high risk appetite, you can play around different investments that you need. I don't have high risk appetite, I know that one. So it's not past mutual funds, piggy vest, stocks that I know that are doing well. And I have a trick around buying stocks. I buy stocks of everyday use, things I use every day. My telecommunication, my sugar, the things that everyday use. You know that since customers are always making use of them, they will always be in business, right? So that's my focus, when it comes to buying. So that's my own trick. I don't have high appetite yet. Maybe later when I go, maybe later in life, we can move deeper. But for now, as you're starting, so start from where you are. First thing, always save before spending. It's important for you to also learn how to budget. Please go to her link, her Instagram bio, and download the um the budget template, right, that is there free on this thing. Also and open up your mind to collaboration. There are enough communities that save in group and they're able to access more investments in bulk because they have that bulk money to invest. So if you have such opportunities, open yourself up to them. So thank you everyone for staying to this time. Thank you very much, Oluchukwu, for your time. Until we come again, to become your way again. Hopefully by next month we'll have another session. Do have a great evening. This is the end of quarter one. I wish you all a fruitful and blessed quarter two. Will achieve more by the end of quarter two. I hope that will be this knowledge we've gained, right? We'll be able to have better investment outcomes, better money outcome, and money behavior would have changed, and it would our life to be much, much better. Thank you very much for your time. Do have a great evening. Bye, everyone.
All right, bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, Alongetaye. Thank you, baby Chitalu, Dizajimeji, Elizabeth, Yati, Felicia, Gus, Ifeanyi Chukwu, Innocent. Remide, Joseph, Joy, Kunle, Martin, Mary, Nancy, me, Oscar, Rebecca, Rhoda, Tega, and Tessie. Thank you, everyone.
You're welcome.